everybody. Subscribe to Pewdiepie.
Run, Pewdiepie.
Pewdiepie just ended the... Oh wait, sorry. Aimless podcast.
The Aimless podcast, episode 8.
Yeah, episode 8, right?
Episode 8.
Episode 8. So, your host Jeremy, my co-host Jonathan.
It's Jonathan.
Yeah, and we are the Aimless podcast. What else is?
The Aimless podcast, the sole Aimless podcast.
The only Aimless podcast in the world.
If you see anybody else using the name Aimless podcast, they're imposters.
They're imposters and liars and thieves.
Yeah. Tell them to redirect all their traffic to us.
Exactly. You know what? Just for that, I'm calling to war. I'm calling war.
Calling a war. Subscribe to the Aimless podcast.
This Aimless podcast. The Aimless podcast.
Pewdiepie has ended his
war. Now it's our turn. We're right off the coattails of that. Finally, our time's come. No longer will we just be 8 million subscribers. We'll be 10 million subscribers.
We're gonna take the #1 spot.
Yeah.
The Aimless Podcast Corporation.
The Aimless Corporation. That's just all of our products. It's gonna be aimless this, aimless that.
Aimless that.
It's just gonna have the word aimless on it.
How do you do what you do? We don't know. It just kind of happens.
We just do it, you know?
Yeah.
Roll with the punches. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, I ended Team Try to Pewdiepie, so no more guys. Time to close up shop. Time to close down all those videos of T-Series stuff count.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I feel that they're probably going to. I think people will respect it. I think people will probably.
I think people respect. I think a good majority of the community respects Pewdiepie enough to like.
It was a losing battle because at the time I think they're currently like 2 million subscribers.
They're a million subscribers ahead now.
Losing battle. I doubt that they would have hit 100 million beforehand.
Yeah. At least he beat him for as long as he had him on the ropes for as long as he did.
Yeah, it's definitely impressive. Like
very impressive. Like what? 6 months?
Wow.
Yeah, 6 months and like ahead of them. I mean, there was a few times where like they dropped, but then like this time I think
they passed them a couple times, but now they've pulled.
Wonder how? It's just like, how does T-Series?
I feel like the vast majority of India, they're not super with the internet. They kind of see it as more of an India versus everybody else kind of thing, and then they become patriotic and then they're like, well, I'm gonna support T-Series. Right? Yeah, I feel like it's mostly that.
Maybe.
Mostly just a bunch of people who are out of touch and don't really know what they're doing.
That would make sense, but I don't know. That's probably what it is. But
that's my best guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Otherwise, they're botting all their accounts, which there's
there was proof of T-Series.
There is proof of it, so yeah. I want to put it past them.
When these guys put a couple 100 million.
Couple 100 million to all their subscribers.
Put a couple 100,000 subscribers into their account to get all the subscribers that they have now. Kind of sucks. And then T-Series had to take it up the ass about the whole discussion. That was just stupid.
The problem is that they were able to get away with it, and that they actually started banning that shit in India. Fucking, it's stupid. But it's whatever. I understand why he's doing it.
Yeah, I understand why too.
At first, like when I first heard, when he told me about it, I was like, oh, that's kind of stupid. But after I watched the video, I was like, alright, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta hear from him. Hearing it from me was probably not the best.
Makes sense.
Makes sense, and I don't know. It's a little saddening to hear, you know, after this whole entire community to keep Pewdiepie the #1 subscriber.
Yeah, it was gonna end eventually.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like I remember you saying back in this the heat of this war that it's gonna end with T passing Pewdiepie.
He wasn't gonna stay on top. There was no way.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, the entirety of the internet was supporting Pewdiepie. Like virtually everybody who was on the internet was supporting Pewdiepie.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an insane mass movement for one dude, right?
Yeah.
It's insane. Like everybody, you have every single big YouTuber being like, go subscribe to Pewdiepie, fuck T-Series. Nobody was supporting T-Series. Nobody.
Except for one.
Except for maybe some dude who had like 100 subscribers, right?
Yeah. Some dude, some Indian. Like I remember this like Muslim. Is it Indian Viner? I think probably. I don't think either. He had one popular one talking about why don't we have to let T-Series win?
Well, they're gonna win forever. So.
Yeah, so they already won, so I guess you got your wish.
But like, I don't know, they were always on the path to victory, because like even with like almost everybody against them, they were still like catching up, and they might have fallen behind, but they were never that far behind, right?
They were the inevitable.
Yeah.
That's at a corporation. Basically, the T-Series is the face of YouTube.
The face of YouTube.
Sucks.
I guess.
It sucks, but it really doesn't, because then, like...
I didn't even know T-Series was a thing until they were, like, the 3rd most subscribed channel.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even fucking know that they existed.
Me neither. I didn't know that they ever
And then
existed
all of a
until...
sudden, I see a video, it's like, oh, T-Series is gonna pass Pewdiepie. I was like, fuck is T-Series?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think that it holds much value for the most of the world. Like, everybody knows who T-Series is now because of the
whole
meme.
Pewdiepie meme and shit.
Yeah. I don't think people respect them.
I doubt you will find a single person that respects them.
I think it's still PewDiePie for as far as the eye can see.
PewDiePie is the only subscriber from YouTube. I mean, he is really the only like YouTuber that's subscribed.
He's the only independent YouTuber, so.
You don't know other independent YouTubers. They don't exist.
Obviously they do.
No, yeah, they exist.
Even like stuff like Smosh and shit, like they're still technically corporations. They have had humble beginnings, but they evolved into corporations.
Yeah,
shit like the Game Grumps, Rooster Teeth. At the end of the day, they are corporations that have lots of money. Mm-hmm. Maybe not the Game Grumps, but the Game Grumps is still a corporate. It's still a company that they have to run. They plan events. They plan tools, shit like that.
Conventions.
Yeah. I guess you could say the same thing about PewDiePie. He has merch stores.
He has merch, but like he's just one guy doing it. It's not like he has. Well, I mean, he may have like a team behind him, but like he's he's the face of it. That's it.
Yeah.
He is PewDiePie. It's like you can't really. It's not like you can go and replace PewDiePie. You can replace Smosh now because Smosh is now just a corporation.
I wonder if I don't think that like when they become companies and shit that shit works. I feel like Game Grumps is dying out. Yeah. I'm not sure how much longer Game Grumps is around.
I mean, I don't know. I was never a fan of Game Grumps, so I can't say.
I was for about a year probably.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Game Grumps is dying out slowly.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, most of their videos, rarely will you see a video that cracks 1 million views. Most of them are in like the low like 20,000 views. But like it works the same way with like Rooster Teeth. You have to be a real diehard fan to watch everything. I feel like because they upload so much, they have videos that just get a couple thousand views, and they get lost to the fucking sands of time, never to be seen again.
I think that what Rooster Teeth has that Game Grumps does is that all these like other series that they post that people are attached to, like Routine and Reverse Blue, and
I feel like
all that shit.
That's what they're doing. That's better than Game Grumps. Yeah, obviously.
But I feel like
they have way more money than Game Grumps, right?
Oh yeah, but I think that
they hold a convention all by themselves.
RTX, yeah. Every summer or something.
They definitely have lots of shit going for them. I don't know. I don't see them expanding their community. Right?
Yeah.
I think at most they have their diehard fans.
I think their demographic is just gonna be like not kids, but like
obviously because it's so hard to jump in like that. But I feel like right now their demographic isn't going to grow larger. It'll just slowly shrink as more and more people get tired of watching videos every single day. Right? It'll just slowly but surely just like wear it down.
Yeah. I've kind of seen that coming and stuff. I've been seeing that coming for a while now.
I think it happens with just about everything. Game Grumps.
Time goes on.
With Smosh, they upload.
With us. Not us. We're gonna live forever.
We're forever.
Yeah, we're forever. We're eternity. We are the
Anyways. But yeah, so like it just they'll slowly lose their fan base because you can only continue doing the same thing. And Rooster Teeth is prolonging that by expanding and putting their fingers and fucking everything.
Yeah, they do movies, they do let's plays.
They're doing all kinds of shit.
They do all this
so they're slowing down the process, but I think the insane speed of fucking content constantly being shoved down your throat, I think is what's gonna open.
Yeah, probably.
Or maybe not, or maybe they'll live forever. I don't know.
They'll probably live forever, if I'm honest. Maybe you'll like make something that will like people know, like that all like people watch.
All I can tell you for a fact is
like
that
I'm not a fan anymore.
Is I don't think I could ever get back in.
Yeah. Rooster Teeth at its peak was whenever Ray was. That's it. That's whenever it was Red vs. Blue season 10. That's whenever Ruby was just starting. That was peak Rooster Teeth for me. That's whenever there was promising. They had promising futures and shit. Ray left. Rooster Teeth season 10. Red vs. Blue season 10 ended. Story was completed, and then Monty died, and then Ruby turned to shit.
Yeah, I don't know. When Ray left, I think
that's what did it for me, honestly. I think it only stayed for Ruby.
I tried to continue, but I don't know.
It wasn't the same, you know.
Something about it wasn't the same.
It's because it just it just started with Ray and the little crew and stuff, and then they added Ryan and shit.
I was cool with all that.
Yeah, I was cool with that.
But it worked well, but I don't know. When Ray left, it just I don't know what it was.
I can't really pinpoint it either. It
I
just
thoroughly
lost its charm.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like Ray, obviously. I was watching his stream like 5 minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
So I do like Ray quite a lot. I still follow him. I keep up to date with all his streams and shit. I like Ray, right?
Yeah. Ray's a funny dude.
I like him. So maybe it was just
like that's not like devaluing Michael.
No, I like
Gavin,
them too, but it's evolved into something that I'm not a fan of per se. Like
then he has shit like Jeremy. Who the fuck wants to watch Jeremy?
Dude, Dallas is gonna come after you. Dallas loves Jeremy.
It's okay. I can say I hate Jeremy because I'm Jeremy. Therefore, I hate all Jeremys. There you go. See, it works.
Anyways, so like so it sort of I don't know. It just wasn't the same, and like they recently did a podcast with Ray, right?
Yeah.
It's like an Achievement Hunter podcast. So it's not the Rooster Teeth podcast.
Isn't it like Off Topic?
It's called Off Topic, I think.
Yeah.
They had it with Ray. It was quite nice. There were some parts that like I kind of wanted to skip, but I wasn't doing anything, so I listened to it. It wasn't bad. But like there's always like these cuts, right? Where it's just an ad read, like 3 minutes. And all of like the personality and everything immediately like it's immediately like gone. It's like you have like a really good video and then there's an ad read, right? It's like I understand why you do it. I don't hate it too much. You can tell that
everything does.
You can tell that you're only doing it not really because you really support the product. You can say you support the product, like oh we test everything before we sponsor it or whatever. But really, for the most part, it's so jarring, right? Especially in the middle of a podcast, you have this topic or whatever, and you're like, all right, but let's take a break to talk about Audible, right? That's gonna be us.
Yeah.
But it works.
But let me stop right there to talk about our sponsor, Squarespace. If you want to create your amazing online website, go to squarespace.com.
Create your own fucking website. Don't go to Squarespace. Be a man and do it yourself.
Anyways.
But no, it happens with everything. Like with the official podcast, like they make jokes about it and stuff, but it doesn't.
It
doesn't blend well. It's like the first couple of times you listen to it, it's like, oh, I like the way that they do these ad reads, but it doesn't evolve past that. It stays just like an ad read. You can tell that it's very like drastic. Same thing with the H3 podcast. Same thing with fucking every podcast. It's the way it works. And I think that really devalues
I think
to a certain extent.
Probably, yeah.
I think a
lot of people can just tune it out whenever it happens. They just skip it.
Now it's such a norm that you kind of have to.
Yeah.
I think that's what works well about like the Joe Rogan podcast and some of the other like comedian podcasts. They do all their ad reads either in the beginning but they don't put them on YouTube because YouTube already has ads. Right? So say you do it all at the beginning, right? You just do like 20 minutes straight of ads, right? And then after that, people can skip that 20 minutes, right?
Straight ads.
Most people will probably skip it, but some people might listen to it. And if you do that, then I think that keeps it way more genuine, where you're not breaking up a conversation.
Yeah, I hate whenever they try enforcing an ad in the middle of a podcast. Just like put it in the beginning or put it at the end, okay? Do it where no one's gonna watch it.
I think it destroys it.
Saying it ads is the end of everything.
Thing is if you want to sponsor the Aimless podcast, we'll be big hypocrites.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We'll put ads in the middle of all our shit.
Yeah, but enough of that. This video is sponsored by by Dollar Shave Club.
This video is sponsored by Honey.
This video is sponsored.
If you want to get discounts on everything like Amazon and Walmart.com and like.
But most importantly, this video is also sponsored by Audible.
Get your free audiobook with the code Aimless.
Aimless with the one in the middle. And also, our greatest sponsor of them all, Bookwalker.
Bookwalker. No, but see, like, these are good services.
Yeah, they're great and all, but like, everyone just uses them. Everyone uses them.
Yeah.
Everyone uses them and then they put it in the middle of a podcast and it's just like, ugh.
I think it breaks up the content. You create a less enjoyable experience.
Yeah. What we're saying is we're never doing ads.
If we're doing ads, though, I know how I would do it. That's probably...
in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, like very
We
beginning.
don't take chump. No, I mean, not at all. We don't take chump change.
And if we do it in the very beginning, we probably won't put that on YouTube. Right? Say we started putting it on Spotify or whatever. We'll do that on Spotify and all those other ones, but we won't do it on YouTube. Because there's already an ad system on YouTube, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
I like how it went behind ads.
How's the apocalypse? That's why we aren't. That's why the Aimless podcast isn't making any money.
Exactly. Thanks, Pewdiepie.
Thanks,
way to go,
PewDiePie.
buddy. Way to go, Felix. I know. But then, like, back to PewDiePie. How then, like, people started turning this whole meme, like, alt-right thing.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Just you have extremist movement. Some people take it too far. That works.
Yeah.
Sad, but yeah, all good things come to an end. So.
Yeah. Speaking of the end game. We're not talking about that.
Yeah.
But we will talk about time travel.
We're gonna. Here's a quick spoiler. Is it that you think it's that huge a spoiler? I don't think
Time
so.
travel being an end game? No, I don't think that's a spoiler at all.
Okay.
That's kind of like, I think that's what people can infer that with. Trailers.
I guess.
Have you seen
I
it?
never watched any.
Oh,
So
okay.
I wouldn't know.
Well, plan on doing something. You don't really explicitly.
Okay. Well, since you already said it, it doesn't matter. There's time travel in Endgame. That is how they solve the
issue in it.
the coinkadink that they got into.
The
right?
little oopsie whoopsie, the
Yeah.
fucky wucky.
Right. That's how they solve their problem.
Yeah.
Is time travel. It's not the time travel that you would think.
It's not conventional time travel.
Yeah, they spin it in a clever way.
They subvert your expectations, kind of like The Last Jedi. That's so brilliant.
Last Jedi review win.
Never. I'm never gonna review The Last Jedi.
Good, because I never want to watch it to have to review.
There you go.
But like the way that they do it is.
Yeah, it is interesting. I think it's like, is it easier for them? Well, I mean, it is easier for them, but is it better for them?
See, they pull an interesting tactic where they reference a bunch of other time travels or whatever.
Alright, another spoiler, but it's not really.
It's not that big. It's a fucking joke. It's not
Yeah.
that big a spoiler. But
They just joke about all these time travel movies.
Yeah, they joke about
they
it.
literally list it off like a Wikipedia page.
And then they're like, yeah, forget all that, right? So basically, they're trying to say that we're not going by conventional time travel rules, making up our own rules. Which, just because you make your own rules doesn't mean it makes it any better. But
it excuses
but
any
it-
kind
it-
of conventional rules that they would have with time
it
with
allows
regular time
them
travel.
to at the end of the day be like, well, it's not supposed to be conventional time travel. This is just the way it is, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. But if you if you go into Endgame and you decide that you want to analyze the time travel, be prepared to have the image of that movie be lessened when you walk out.
Yeah.
Because time travel isn't perfect by any means.
Yeah.
They create a couple paradoxes here and there. But
I thought we already established that the paradoxes don't.
no, they're still technically paradoxes. You can asshole your way around, but until they say that that's exactly how it works, you're not really solving anything. You can guess, like I guess that the way black holes work, that they eat shit and like one side of them is heavier than the other, so they naturally move in that direction. But I don't know that for a fact, right?
Yeah.
It's speculation on my part. Just like how you like it would work this way, but they have to say it works that way for it to be true. So until they do that, there are a couple loose ends that they have to tie up. But unless they just don't talk about it at all, in which case it doesn't matter.
Which is probably what they're gonna do.
Which might be
Maybe
unfortunately that might be what they do. But they go to the past, they change shit, right? And then they try to unchange shit.
That's
but because technically, if you're going back in time, you change shit.
Yeah.
How are you gonna go back in time and not change shit? Then what's the point of going back in time, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So they go back in time and they change shit, and they try to reverse it. But when you go to try to reverse it, you create a paradox because that creates an infinite loop where you're constantly going back to stop yourself.
Yeah.
Right. That's a paradox right there. And it's something that you could wave off, being like, yeah, we created a paradox, big deal, right?
Yeah.
But it exists. So that's in-game, basically, right? Their time travel is by no means perfect. It's extremely hard to do time travel perfectly.
Yeah.
Even when
you gotta have time travel in mind from the beginning if you want to like tell a time travel story.
Yeah.
That's like the best way that you can do time travel and like have it make sense.
I feel like that's the only way because when you have things like Steins Gate, or like even like
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future has paradoxes in it too, though. So even then, you have to really think this shit through before you do.
Okay, so what we're saying, time travel sucks, and nobody ever do time travel ever.
If you do time travel, you have to. It has to be in your mind from the very beginning. It clearly wasn't for Endgame. Right? It very clearly was not always going to be time travel. It's something that they came up with. It works fine in the setting that it has, but it definitely wasn't always planned for. Which is fine. No big deal. But it is a caveat to it, what would otherwise be a probably amazing movie. And I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it an amazing movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it the best movie of all time.
Yeah.
I would just call it a really, really great movie. You know, that's something you can go watch with family and friends and shit. You'll have a good time.
It's not bad. Watch it a couple of times during your lifetime. You'll probably never forget it. It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's quite an achievement. Like even with the time travel shit, it's still like quite an achievement.
Yeah.
It's like a culmination of 11 years of movie.
It's just dips here and there that
like,
otherwise would make it perfect, right? But
yeah.
And it's the way that they chose to do it, so I guess you gotta respect it.
Yeah.
But there are issues with it that will either be addressed or thrown to the side, and I don't know which one they're gonna do. I hope that they address it and explain something and be like, this is just the way our universe works. Then I'll be like, all right.
Didn't they?
No
explain
biggie.
that, though?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't. They gave very baseline, like this is how it works, but they didn't really explain shit.
Yeah, but you expect them to like, sit down and tell you?
Well, they kind of have to, otherwise these caveats exist. If you don't want to explain it, then...
Not at one point they did.
They did not, no. They gave rules, they were like, so this is how it works, but then they sort of break the rules and they don't explain exactly how it's working. I can't say much more than that without getting into spoilers,
Yeah.
but they don't explain it perfectly. And if they want people to not question it, then they need to explain it. Otherwise, people are going to question it. And again, it's not that big a deal. It's not like it's going to sit in my mind for the rest of my life. Be like, that would have been the best movie if only this didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's not like I care that much. But if they care that much, then that's what they need.
Yeah.
But really, it's not. Endgame's still a great movie. Go watch it. It's just not that big a deal. Just if you're going in expecting it to be the
perfect movie of all time, don't.
The end all be all to time travel. Like, this is how you do time travel. Don't expect that. Okay. It really is not the perfect time travel movie, but it exists.
What is the perfect time travel movie?
It'd probably be Steins Gate.
Yeah.
It's
not a movie, but it's anime.
Or you could do ReZero. Like, ReZero doesn't have paradoxes. The reason it doesn't have paradoxes is because it resets everything.
Yeah.
When they go back in time, everything gets reset.
He just respawns.
Yeah. Basically. The only thing that he's bringing with him is knowledge. That's it.
Yeah.
He doesn't bring back like skills or like anything. Only knowledge. Yeah. So
you can do that.
You could do that. Or if you're using time travel, only go to the future. Never go to the past. Then you'll never create a paradox. That's really all you have to do. When you start going back to the
Steins Gate go to the past?
Again, they planned that shit out though.
Yeah.
They did it masterfully. You have to really think this shit through when you're so unless you're doing it pretty like basically and you have just like a basic rule, like you can only go to the past, but as soon as you go to the past, everything in the future gets erased and you have to redo it all. Or you're only going to the future and you come back and you have knowledge of the future. Unless you have basic rules, you start getting entangled in a web of time travel that is very easy to
get trapped in.
Get trapped in. It doesn't take long.
Just a wibbly wobbly.
And again, if you go ahead and you create these rules, if you just straight up say it doesn't work like conventional time travel, it works this way, then that's fine. But you have to address that. Otherwise, there are paradoxes that will exist. But other than that, I think off of time travel, like if you don't even count time travel into Endgame, I think it's a pretty good movie.
A lot of the character arcs are pretty great. Wish I could talk more about it, but go watch it, damn it. That way I can talk about Endgame next week.
We'll talk about it next week, sure, why not?
Sure, we'll talk about the story. The other thing, even with the time travel is like a little piece of, not a little piece, but like half a piece of it. The other piece is like a lot of the character arcs and development story of where they're gonna. Crazy how big the Avengers have become. They become basically like a household name now. Crazy.
I've known about the Avengers for as long as I can remember, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember a time where I didn't remember.
Yeah, the Avengers was always in the back of people's mind, like, especially in the superhero craze. Speaking of superheroes, like, where do you see them going after this?
God, I don't know.
Because like I always keep thinking like, all right, it's probably gonna end here, or like maybe now, but like it's been 10 years of this shit.
I have no insight about what other people think, because obviously you still enjoy superhero movies.
That's just me though, but I already know, but it was like audiences, average moviegoers will get sick of the same thing over and over.
I'm already sick of it. I've been sick of it for years, and I don't even watch them all. I watch one every now and then, and I get sick.
Yeah.
Right? I am officially, unless some like crazy good movie comes out that like I have to see, like say another Endgame or something happens, right? Right now, I think I'm done with superhero movies.
Yeah.
Again, if like a Spideyverse comes out, I'll go watch that.
Yeah, me too.
If I'm not gonna watch the next Spider-Man, I'm not gonna watch the next Guardians. I'm probably not gonna. I'll keep up with them. Like I'll know what happens in these movies. I'll
read the synopsis.
Yeah, I'll have a rough idea of how everything goes, but I'm not gonna go sit down and watch them.
Yeah.
Because it's really, I don't know.
I think like the crazy thing about
I've never been into them per se. So because really superhero movies are, I'd say they're maybe not the most like the easiest thing to digest, but they're up there. They're for normal people.
I think
where you don't have to think hard about them.
I think the craziest thing about superhero movies is that like it's such a springboard for all these ideas you can do. Because like I remember there was a time when action movies were like pretty huge, but like they had to be an action movie to be considered an action movie. And with superhero movies, you can like basically do anything. Like anime, you can just do anything as long as I don't know. That's a bad comparison. So. But I'm just saying, with like superhero, the idea of the superhero, you can do a lot of differing ideas as long as they just have superheroes. You can tell any kind of story with superheroes and shit, and like with like these cosmic beings and overpowered superheroes and shit. You can tell plenty of stories with that, and I think that's what's keeping it alive for so long. But I think the problem is just now is just like a lot of them don't seem to. A lot of them don't seem to differentiate from like what's popular. Yeah. Like Justice League. Good example of that. Good old Justice League.
But I think that the like they can do things with it, but they never take it deep enough to matter.
Yeah. It's
always very surface level. Like they'll have something cool like
I think maybe that new Bright movie is gonna probably be like a start. Like maybe going a little through with these superhero movie ideas.
Maybe.
Brightburn, I think it was called. Not Bright. Not Bright.
But yeah, if they went in depth with it and they explained what they were doing in depth, then that would be fine. Yeah. But I feel like that doesn't happen like at all. It'll happen here and there, but it rarely happens. I don't know. I've been burned out from superhero movies for a long time. Yeah. And Endgame was my best excuse to be like, alright, this is the end. I think I'm done.
And
we'll see, every once in a while, if I hear that something is really amazing, or it's something that I personally want to see, I'll go watch it. It's not like I'm setting a rule for myself saying I'm never going to watch another superhero movie ever again.
Yeah.
It's just, it has to be captivating enough to make me give a fuck to go see it.
Yeah. And, damn it. I'm gonna say something. Oh yeah, I remember. So I think it'll probably take a really, really bad for it to take a nosedive.
I don't even think that, because we had Batman versus Superman, Justice League, you had all these movies.
Yeah, but people still have but those movies still have their fans.
I think that's gonna be with anything. You even have like the low points, like you have an Ant-Man. Like it'll
yeah, but
still
that's not bad though. It's just boring. It's still a decent movie, but it's just pretty boring.
Yes. The Thor 2.
Thor 2, boring.
See, I'm telling you, like, the movies will come out and maybe they'll suck, but they'll still have their fans. The only way I could see it maybe going down.
I don't think I've seen a single person that says they like Thor Dark World.
There you go. So like, if like you have maybe like a series of shitty movies, like one in a row, like a fuckload of shitty movies all in a row, maybe. Maybe that'll kill out the craze, but I don't think so, because it's like a power fantasy. That's why like shonen and fan is so big, because it's power fantasy. So
you're saying superheroes are gonna be there for the rest of the time?
I think they're gonna be here for a long time. I don't think that they're going away anytime
I'm giving
soon.
them another 10 years for them to stay alive. That's probably what's gonna happen.
I don't know if people are like me. I can't get into that shit.
I'm just too
anymore,
special,
so.
too perfect.
Yeah, I'm too much of a god. Like,
yeah.
Like, why watch Captain Marvel do all that shit when I can do it myself? Like,
yeah, obviously.
That's all I'm trying to say. Like, Captain Marvel.
Go Captain Marvel.
He should not have been in him.
I agree. She was shoehorned in there. There's a studio mandate. Hey, Russo brothers, we need you to put Captain Marvel in there. You remember Captain Marvel, right? The woman. Captain Marvel. She's gonna lead Marvel. Hence her name's Captain Marvel. But yeah, but she wasn't really in our original script. Put her in the movie. But good job, eh?
It's the same thing with like Captain Marvel, right? Like Captain Marvel is now the first Avenger, whatever. That's a retcon. And if you retcon it, then it's fine. Listen, you retconned it. That's cool. You just have to say that you retconned it first off. And then I'm fine with it. I don't care.
Problem is they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't say it. They're just like, oh, now this is it. They never said, oh yeah, well we did say that, but now it's Captain Marvel is now
Get rid of that white man on the big screen. Get out of here.
But yeah, so like they retconned it. That's fine. Yes. It's still a plot hole, but they quote unquote addressed it, I guess. I don't know. They you can get away with it, I suppose.
Yeah.
So it's nothing terribly huge. Nothing wild.
Not gonna blow your sock off. Like, oh my god, I respect Captain Marvel so much now. Oh yes.
Marvel is the best.
Captain Marvel's the best Avenger. Best
God,
superhero.
dude, I never watched Captain Marvel. Well, I feel like I'm about to come off across as pretty messed up.
Pretty sexist.
Maybe. But I never watched Captain Marvel, right? And seeing her in Endgame, I was like, wow, she is not attractive. That was like the only thought. That was like the only thought in my head every time she was on screen. I was like, I don't like this.
I don't think anybody. It's only like you're like hardcore, like not feminist, but like people, the girls who like want to like support that like.
That's fucked up to say. Maybe I should take that back.
No, listen, it's fine. You have your preferences and shit. Fit your preference.
She does not. I don't know what it is about her. It's just
how I don't like ugly people. It's just
and it just so happens.
It just so happens they're ugly. Like, what can I say?
I don't like fucking dwarves. Okay? I don't know what you want me to say. Like,
I don't like blobs of mass that like sit on the couch all day.
Fucking eat potato chips.
No, yeah.
But yeah, I guess I never like got a good look at her face. I don't know. But like in the first like scene that she's in, I was like, ugh. I kind of recoiled a little bit. I was like, oh, that's what she looks like? I thought she'd be more. That's fucked up to say. I don't know. It's just the way I felt. I mean, that's a fucked up thing to say.
Like, listen, we're already sexist. I'm gonna say this. She has some nice tits, but that's pretty much it.
I guess I wasn't looking at her. I was only looking at her tits.
I did.
So who's the bigger sexist here?
Not me, I don't know. I didn't say she had an ugly face because I've been looking at her.
Because you're looking at her tits.
So that's
You're
right.
only looking at the good parts. I was taking in all her flaws.
No, but like, you look at it.
I see women for what they are.
Tits. All they are. All they're going to be. But no, like, even you look at the other females, like Black Widow and
I've never been too big into her either. But I guess I knew what she looked like, so
Scarlett Johansson's pretty hot though. Elizabeth Olsen.
Think so?
Yeah.
I guess I don't really. Her first,
Listen,
it's like her fucking chin. Something with her chin is just like, that's a little weird.
Yeah. I kind of noticed that more with Captain Marvel. She has that weird like shoulder chin.
Yeah, I don't know. It's strange.
Very odd. Then like, but everyone else, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just more of her personality that like makes it her moving off more than like her body.
Yeah, she was also pretty fucking.
Yeah.
That could have been it.
Probably what it is. 'Cause, like, I could not stand her at all. Or that I could not. In her own movie.
I guess.
Serve her purpose, but she was just overbearing. Don't like her. Like, it's not like a sexist thing or anything like that. People are gonna take it as that, but it's not really.
Everybody has
like,
their taste.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't like her character. She's not compelling. Not funny. She just lacks any like gravitas that the other Avengers have. She has just not as funny as Robert Downey Jr. Not as humble as Chris Evans. Nor is she as like charming.
She's the strongest one though. So I guess she has
charming,
that to go.
That's it. If you're all you are strong, then you're just nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. She isn't really there. She exists. But I guess saying something like that, you have those people that like, what the fuck is it? They say that, and those quote-unquote feminists that say that you should sleep with trans people, right? Like you're being fucked up if you don't sleep with trans people. It's like, I'm not attracted to trans people. Why would I sleep with them?
Why would I sleep with a trans? Think about it. Would you have sex with a trans person? If you said no, then I'm sorry. Then that's pretty transphobic of you.
Yeah, it's like, I won't sleep with guys because I'm not gay.
Hello? Anyways. Fuck trans people.
Fuck trans people. I think that's the end of Endgame, right? So let's talk.
The Endgame podcast.
Let's talk about how we scientifically deduced.
Yeah, RJ has a smaller dick than us.
RJ has a small wiener. So,
okay.
How the fuck did we get on this topic? It was something about jerking off, right?
Yeah. Remember like how we jerked off and shit.
Yeah.
Explicit podcast right here, okay?
Explicit.
Don't let your kids listen.
Let your kids listen.
Let your kids listen. Yeah.
They need to. They need to grow up, you know?
Yeah.
But somehow we got on the topic of jerking off, right? And we discussed how we jerked off. And I'm a laying down kind of guy, right? I have to lay down to... it's gonna bite me in the ass one day, I'm sure. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
But
your blood flow's gonna get fucked up.
that's like the only way I can do it. Right? Jeremy sits down or something.
I don't sit down, stand up.
Jeremy stands up.
I stand up and like lay down.
Stand up, lay down. And RJ sits on the toilet. He jerks off, right? And then we try to logistically think about it, right? And we're like, okay, so when you're going to like come, right? You like stand up, turn around, and face the toilet bowl, and then come in the toilet or whatever. And it's like, nah, I just like point my dick down into the bowl, right? And from there, right, we kept making fun of him because it didn't seem like anybody would do that. For lots of people do it. And if lots of people do it, get ready for us to scientifically figure out that your dick's small too. Right? So after he told us how he jerked off, right, we started talking about something or whatever, and then somebody said, I used to do that, but then I had to like get up to come in the toilet, right? And then we deduced that RJ didn't have to stand up to come in the toilet because his dick was so small that all he had to do was point it down. So then he got real quiet, so I think we hit the nail on the head.
Did. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
His dick is so small that all he has to do is like
put it down.
Just put it down.
I guess his jackness kind of balances it out, but
does it?
Not really.
He's not that jacked.
I mean,
he's more jacked than I am, but he's not that jacked.
Yeah, he has like he's more toned now. I think it's better to say.
Not like he's a bodybuilder or anything, so
yeah.
He shouldn't have let it go to his head. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there you go.
Even if he does let it go to his head, he still has a small dick. So.
No, it's place that we're the alphas here.
It's all right, guys. If you have a small dick, it's okay. It's what you were born with.
Yeah.
My dick is huge, and I won't hold it against you.
But we will anyway.
But like.
But all I'm saying is, you got a small dick.
It's true. But like, I don't. Even if RJ did have a small dick, I don't understand why he'd be so against saying he did.
I mean, you don't really want to say if you have a small dick that you have a small dick, you know?
That's true. I would tell you if I had a small dick.
I don't believe you would.
No, I would.
Okay.
I would. I might not have in high school, but now I would.
Yeah, now you would because you don't care.
Yeah. Now I don't give a fuck. But I feel like I could have had a massive wiener, dude. but because of the fact that I'm like part Asian,
that like
it hurts me a little bit, right?
The only reason
it's
that
fucked. So
you're
now
not as great as you are is because of your genes.
Yeah. So now I just have like an average wiener. It's a sad day.
Sad day for all of us. At least we're still in 6-inch gang. Am I right? 6-inch gang.
6-inch gang at least.
Yeah. And that's all I really need, you know? Like 5.5 inches is like the
that's the average,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what most people are expecting when you whip out your dick.
Yeah,
so it's not that big a deal. Even if you have a smaller dick, unless you have like a micro penis.
Okay,
then I might make fun of you.
Yeah, cause that's pretty bad. Dude.
That's sad. That's
pretty sad. Like I can't live with a micro.
Even if you have like a 3-inch dick, it's not like I'm gonna hold it against you. I might joke about it here and there, but it's no big deal. like I don't care that much. But I guess if I'm occasionally making fun of you, that's kind of fucked up. So maybe I shouldn't occasionally make fun of you. Whatever.
Listen, you're doing it occasionally, not doing it all the time.
It's true.
That's sort of different doing it all the time and occasionally, you know?
It's true. It's true.
But if he takes it to heart, then maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, maybe. It's okay. Listen, I don't know for a fact that he has a small wiener.
But it'd be funny if he did.
It would be kind of funny. This is speculation on my part. If one day I somehow come across a picture of his wiener and it's small, all hell is gonna break loose. That's all I'm trying to say. So RJ, if you say it up front that you have a small wiener, right? then it's gonna way outweigh it if I ever see your wiener in the future and it is small.
Yeah.
Then like all hell is breaking loose. Like the dams are gonna fucking overflow and shit. It's gonna be over. So if it happens, unless you're really good at hiding wiener pics, right?
True.
You have to be real good at it.
If you're gonna try to take nice like angles and shit, and show you got a larger dick than you already have.
Yeah. Just let it be known
We're gonna make fun of you.
that it's gonna happen.
We're gonna take that to your grave.
So hope that I never find a picture of your wiener.
We're
If you have a small wiener. If you have a big wiener, then just show me the big wiener pic and I'll be like, damn dude, sorry.
Alright,
Sorry, alright.
Respect.
Respect. Never
Yeah.
never again.
Never mind.
Don't joke about your dick.
Yeah. Just rips that hits it.
So I'm saying, if you're going around showing pictures of your wiener to people, don't show it to me.
Yeah. Just say you have a big dick, okay?
Yeah, that's it.
We'll believe you. I mean, we won't, but we need proof.
That's fucked, isn't it? Then like people actually like I don't care, right?
Yeah.
I don't care if people know how big my dick is. I don't give a fuck. Right?
It's how you do. It's how you are in bed.
Yeah, that's true. Although like, it matters a little bit, but ultimately that is true, right?
Like if you're a guy with a big dick, but you don't know how to have sex, or like if you have sex badly, then
That's true. That's true. You're not wrong. But man,
like me, I don't know how to have sex, but I got a huge dick, so it's gonna be a problem for me. but
so like men take it to heart, right? They have a small dick, but it's nature. Like you can't.
It's the
you
same
can't
thing for girls. Like they have
kind of small tits and shit.
small
right?
tits and small ass. You know.
I think the ass is something that you can change. Like
Yeah,
with
you
like
get
with
fat.
guys, if you have small muscles, yeah, that is technically genetic, but you could change that. You can't change your dick size, right? Unless you get plastic surgery.
But that would probably
Don't
be
get
very
plastic.
dangerous.
Don't get plastic surgery.
Or if you put on a wearable.
Yeah, don't do that either.
Why not a wearable?
Don't do that.
Why?
No, don't do it. Cause
Why?
no.
Because it's a
Give us a
technique.
reason why.
Cause I'm
It's the
against
sense.
it. I'm all natural. Don't go
Right.
against it.
Sure, yeah.
It's a technique, my ass. Fuck that. No, don't do that. But yeah, like you can work your ass. You can get a bigger ass if you try hard enough. You can't really grow your tits unless you get fat.
Yeah.
That's really the only way. So it's some things you just have to live with. Girls, they have to
Your small
live.
dick.
Girls, they have to live with small tits.
Hey, like your small dick. RJ.
Unless they get plastic surgery. Again, don't get plastic surgery. But
If they want to do that,
I guess that's the only way that they could get away with it. That's the only way that they can change.
Yeah.
And it works worse for girls, right? Because that's something that you can see. You can see that whether or not they have large tits or not. You can't really tell with guys unless
Unless they have like a giant bulge.
they have giant bulge, right?
When they're flaccid.
That's really it.
Yeah. They could be growers too. I mean, a small little flaccid penis, and then they boom, they whip it out. It's like fucking 12-inch dick.
I don't think that that's how it works.
Is that how it works?
I don't think
With
so.
growers?
That is kind of how it works, but you're not going 1 inch to 12 inches. That's not how it works. No, you go like 1 to like maybe like 6.
Well, I mean, my dick's pretty small right now, but once I whip it out, 13.
That's not how it works.
Yeah.
There are definitely differences, but you're not going 1 to 12. I think that's a little extreme. That's on the extreme side.
And then like 12 is a very rare size too.
You're never gonna get a 12 inch. Wait, you can.
Maybe you could. You could try with penis enlargement pill. You guys want to try penis enlargement pills?
Get hung like a
Hung like a horse.
But most of the observations that there's really barely any correlation.
You're either gonna have to talk up and get way closer to the mic. Just an FYI.
Yeah. Consider weird.
But
It's our friend Frankie.
this is Frankie. Third roommate Frankie.
Yeah, you hear him every now and then, but now he's
Every now and then, but he always cuts in and out because the mic sucks. So.
Yeah, he makes cameos, but now here he is. He's like Thanos.
now here he is.
Yeah. Anyways, big
It's
dick.
so you have to accept it.
Yeah,
Don't let it get to you. You got to change the toxic masculinity.
Let's see him. What did it say? Boys.
Boys will be boys.
Sorry if you micro penis viewers out there, you know?
Sorry, dude. You got dealt a bad hand.
Yeah, dude.
All I can
Life
say.
give you bad hand. No matter how cool you are, you get micro penis.
Build up that tongue game.
Yeah, there you
and
go.
then that
You get
sets
like
you
giant
up.
fingers and shit.
Yeah.
And listen, you can still have kids because you can give sperm donations.
Oh god, that's more embarrassing though.
It is like
If I had
it's
micropenis
embarrassing,
and, like,
but,
I'd give my sperm to.
but at least you could still have biological kids. You know?
could, yeah, but that's fucking pathetic.
I mean, yes, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Survive, yeah. I'd just kill myself, dude. If I had a micro penis and so like, and the only way
You're
I
passing
could
on your micro penis genes, dude.
yeah, I can't do that.
What if your kid has a micro penis?
Yeah, it sucks for him. I don't want to do that to my kid.
But how did you just adopt a kid?
And he has bigger
There's a
dick
lot of
than you.
kids who need to be
And
adopted.
your stepson fucks your wife.
Your stepson fucks your wife. Oh man.
Your adopted son fucks your wife.
Rip a dip.
And it's probably a justification to kill yourself, you know?
Your kid fucks your wife?
Yeah, dude. If your adopted kid fucks your wife because they have a bigger dick than you.
That's the only reason he fucks your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You have a rocky marriage because wife doesn't like your micro penis, at least average size.
Do you think if somebody cheated on you, you could forgive them? You'd be okay with the relationship going forward?
Now I'd kill her. No.
That's kind of
Alright,
messed up.
well.
Yeah, like
No,
we're
okay.
looking at you.
But seriously, I don't know. It depends on circumstance. I don't think I would.
I don't think you could forgive her. Because you have dudes who have been cheated on like twice or like, a couple of times and they're still with their significant other, right?
Yeah, but that's like a toxic relationship at that point. The trust is already broken, so then they just gotta live with the fear that they might do it.
I think it's a one and done kind of thing. I think I'm pretty steadfast on that. If it happens once, it's like the relationship. I don't think it's gonna get much better after that.
I agree. I mean, they could probably some people can make it work, you know.
I don't know. I can't.
I can't.
That's not me. That's broken trust at that point. I can't do it.
Yeah, it depends on how you trust and also like if you could work it out. Because if she did cheat, then there's a base problem in the relationship. Like, and like it could be her. But it could also be something that the guy is doing.
Yeah. Like there are steps that you could take that like you won't. There are steps you could take to not get cheated on, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're not loving
Actually,
her
be a
enough or shit
decent
like
boyfriend.
that. Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need to do.
Just being a good guy.
And if she cheats on you, then that's just her fault, not yours.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
I don't know about that, but
yeah, but listen, she decided to cheat.
that's ultimately her problem.
Her fault.
Her fault. Yeah. There might have been some things that you did to push her to that decision, but it was ultimately.
Yeah, but what if he was like a decent boyfriend?
Oh, then she's just a shitty person.
Yeah, there you go.
She wasn't into the relationship.
Yeah, it's a like an compatibility between the two people.
Yeah.
I mean, just like some people are like into polygamy and
I think that it doesn't work.
because like a cheating chick could also like make a good relationship with someone who's a cuck, or someone who likes open relationships.
That's true.
The polygamous relationships. The good
I guess it works for all types,
70s.
eh?
Back, man.
It takes all types.
Takes
But in
all types.
polygamous relationships, really the only person who's sleeping with multiple people is the dude. Very rarely are the women ever cheating on the dude. Very rarely. Because they're all like competing for his compassion or whatever, right?
It's a race.
Kind of like
That's a sitcom right there.
it's really how it works because very rarely will you have
Me and my
the
17
woman-
girlfriends.
Very rarely will you have the women cheating on the guy. If you call that cheating, because it's already polygamous, so it's not. I guess it's not cheating, but
The polygamous is very weird. The idea of polygamous is odd.
I guess some people make it work, dude.
I mean, it works,
Some people are into it.
Weird though. How can you have a relationship with 17?
I don't know. They do it.
Like, it's not like friendship and shit. You can have plenty of friends. You can't have like 17 boyfriends. I mean, you could, but
I mean, if you're really trying to, you could.
you could, yeah. I'm not saying it's not impossible, but what I'm saying is the fact that you're doing
How
that.
would you
is very weird.
manage? Okay, say you were a chick, right, and you were managing 17 boyfriends, and you're trying to keep a secret from every one of them. How the fuck would you do that?
Oh god, dude.
You can only have dates with like one of them like once every like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like and you'd have to like
You have
you have to micromanage your time really well to keep that up.
Just get rid of your job and feed off all of them.
That's
There
true.
you go, yeah.
There's some chicks that do that. They quit their job and they
Dirty whores.
and they eat by going out on dates with people and like
Live by.
they get new
being
clothes
lost
by
for
going on
the
dates with
rich.
people. And once they decide that they've had enough, they drop it and they go with somebody else. There are chicks like that.
What I'm saying,
I guess
what
it's a
we're saying,
viable option, I guess.
what we're saying is women are evil.
I think that's what I'm saying, yeah.
That's what we're all saying here.
Because apparently only women are able to cheat on men.
Absolutely. I'm glad we're all on the
Obviously.
same page here.
Obviously.
What I'm saying is now, fuck attractive sex. They look like a chick, but they got a nice ass, but they're dudes, so they'll never let you down. It's not homo, bromo.
Do you think dudes cheat more than women? I think
Probably.
I think they probably do.
No,
don't
I think
they?
it's just the same amount, honestly. If I had to be
so?
honest here, I think it's just both. I think because it's not really like a genetic thing or like biological thing. It's just like more of like a pleasure thing. It's just like if some people like aren't able to control their like desires, and then like they get trapped in
They
that.
just need to get that shit under control.
Yeah,
That's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse, but that's the thing that happens. That's what happens in a lot of people. That like they give into their desires more than like they control it. So that's the ultimate problem.
I think men cheat more because of our culture. Like it's
Yeah,
always said that.
we're men's here. We believe that all women are queens.
Yeah, but like in American culture or like in teenagers, it's like, yeah, man, fuck as many chicks as you can, and then like for girls as they're growing up, it's like you're a slut if you sleep with anyone else.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think that polarizes it the other way, because oftentimes when you try to suppress something, it works the complete opposite way. So you have women who become sluts, like in Christianity or whatever religion period, right? They're told to be
priest.
they're told to be extremely modest, and then they turn into crazy frat girls or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because it works the opposite way. I still think you're kind of right, but I don't know if that's the sole reason why men would be. I think men probably do cheat more, but I don't know if that's the reason why that would be. It could be a factor, though.
You make a good point.
That could be a factor. I have no clue.
Valid point there.
I don't know. I feel like I knew way more women in high school that were sluts than.
Plus in high school. That we went to.
I feel like there were way more women who slept with a bunch of men than the other way around. I don't think I could date a woman who's taller than me either.
I feel
That's just me.
That's fucked up.
That might be fucked up, but that's just me.
Yeah. I want to date a woman that has like respect
Most
for
women
herself.
who are tall don't like being tall.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking hate it. Some of them do.
I feel like a black chick who's like fuck probably one. Appreciate.
But from what I've heard, the reason that they don't like it is because they always have to like look down on the dudes.
They look down on the man.
Yeah. They
Isn't it funny how the feminists are like always look down on the man, but it's always the tall ones that don't like it? Ironic.
but most of them just don't like it.
Yeah.
Because most men don't find women who are larger than them attractive. Some of them do. But
I'm fine with your weight.
nah,
Personally.
I'm definitely way more into women
Maybe
who are
she has
shorter.
nice tits. And like she like goes in for a hug and then like she I don't even have to like
Yeah.
Nice.
Guys.
And like we're talking and shit and like we're standing right next to each other and she looks down and is like, you been looking at my tits the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
You know. Goes for a hug. Oh, you little rascal. In your tits, there you go. Also, I'm breaking up with you.
Yeah, my two roommates aren't sexist at all.
Listen, mate, that's just my preference, okay?
Preference, okay. I just don't like ugly people or tall people or fat people. Anyone below that's lesser than me, I don't like. Actually, no, they have to be lesser than me to like them, because that way I'm above them.
If they're any even a smidge better than me. Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it at all. Then they're trying to overthrow me, and I can't be having that.
Oh god, dude. As soon as this podcast gets even like a smidge, like just a little bit of popularity, dude, we're gonna be fucking deleted. As soon as we get like 100 followers, like, sorry, your channel's deleted.
We're gonna get canceled, man. Oh. Fuck, dude. How did it get so bad?
We're just so sarcastic as fuck that we can't even control it anymore.
There's so much sarcasm in my voice, dude. It sucks.
God, dude.
That's why I hate like text messaging and shit, because I put so much sarcasm into it,
I can
and
tell with you.
nobody can tell like, oh, is that sarcasm? Nobody knows.
Only me though.
So it fucks everything up. It's like, no, that was sarcastic. I was like, oh.
Get a primitive with sarcasm.
You gotta do like on Reddit where you put /s.
Yeah.
Wild.
I think that's enough.